grind for. Spend a day to get my mind blown. Dress it up and go to Nassau. 200 miles on the dash. Gotta roll a pound up a gas. Switching lanes in the Grand Rapids. We the one that kept it cool with all these niggas till these niggas start acting. Shoot a nigga like.
Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Felix featuring Live 5 channel here. And today, I am happy and grateful to say that I thank you guys for 150 plus subscribers at the channel. I'm sitting at 167. I just want to thank you guys for watching my content and watching everything. And I know you are here for the 150 subscriber giveaway. I'm giving away that Nintendo 2DS, baby, but I'm gonna quote the winner at the end of this video. So just watch all the in the middle of the video of all the questions that people have for me and what I want to do for the future and all those other things. But I'm gonna be doing a giveaway every time I reach a milestone. So I will do an update video on a milestone that I have reached. Every time I reach a milestone, I will do a giveaway. I'll do even random giveaways when I go to the store and just buy some Pokemon card packs or something, and I'll be like, hey, I'm going to give these away. So just do the things down below. But I want to thank you guys for coming out into the channel, celebrating with the channel, putting your comments down below, just making me feel whole, because this is why I do things. This is why I do YouTube. This is why I am the person that I am. This is why I do things. But let's already get started, because this video may be a little lengthy. Let's begin with... So first question we have is from the Delta Omega Florist. You may see it on the screen, pop up for a little bit and then leave. He asked me what made me start all of this. What made me start all of this was I went through a tumultuous time within my relationship, and my camera wants to focus in and out. I went through a tumultuous time in the relationship. I was just sitting there and I was watching YouTube one day, and I was like, I can do this. Like, I could sit down, barrel down, and do these things and become a great YouTuber. I'm checking out my sideburns. They look awesome. But I said, I wonder if I could do this. So I was looking at YouTube and getting some little twerks and tips on how to do things. And that's what made me start these things. Now, my agenda was different from where I started. If y'all see my early videos, you go scroll all the way down in the playlist. My agenda was different, but now it changed. So what made me start all this, I was going through some bad times, and YouTube made me happy. Like, people integrating with me and being happy, and me editing these videos, these made me truly happy. Like, I got up to just record every day, and that's what made it happen. You guys made this happen. You guys made this happen. You guys made this all begin, and I was just like, yes. I'm at this milestone now, and I could go reach higher, and I could reach greater. And me and some of my other YouTuber friends, this is why I started this: to make friends, to make experiences, to record gameplay that I've never recorded before, to make things happen. Yeah. Second question is by my boy Smigler55. Go check out his Pokemon Showdown content on his channel. It is by far great. He is a great battler. He constructs, and his mindset is just on another level. I've never seen a battler like this. And he asked me, what was the most embarrassing thing has ever happened to me? The most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me was when I first meet a girl, I hurt myself in some clumsy manner or something. You might see my cat back there doing some weird things with his fur and his face. But I was talking, and I was like, hi, and I tripped and fell and broke my nose. So if you see these weird just bump right there, yeah, I fell and broke it, and I was just bleeding everywhere. And that's how we started to talk and get to know each other and stuff like that. I was just like, what, bruh? Like, I was walking up, and I was like, you could just, but I broke my nose. And then we started talking after the laughter and after the screaming of, why aren't you helping me, and all these other things. That's about the most embarrassing thing that's happened to me. Besides my mom calling me out at Walmart. That's another story for another day. But Smigler, thank you for checking out the thing. That's the most embarrassing thing that happened to me. Yep. Things and stuff. Okay. My brother, Damian Knoll, aka Name Pie, from my Twitch stream. By the way, Twitch stream will be down here in the links below. I do Twitch streams every other day. I don't do it often, but when I do it, I do Pokemon streams. So check that out. By the way, he asked me, why did I start YouTube? Can you not? He said, why did I start YouTube? I started YouTube because of you guys, because I've seen how you guys interact with other YouTubers. It's maybe not the most positive, but it's definitely the best recognizable, and I really appreciate what I saw. I started YouTube because earlier, what I said, I was going through a bad time, and this made me happy. This made me truly happy. This made all of this in the inside happy, even though I was going through sickness, tumultuous times, sad times, depressing times. This made me happy. This, besides my ability to write and craft art, made me happy. So this is why I started this, so I can meet with you guys. And thank you for asking the question from my brother from a Twitch stream. Man, come out, everybody, man, people come out to the streams, subscribe to the channel for more. Yeah. By the way, thank you, Kaylin, and this is the fourth question on the video. Oh, thank you, Kaylin, for saying congratulations on 150 subs, and thank you also the other people that has congratulated me. I feel very honored. But how long does it take to do videos? It depends on the videos what's being done. Pokemon usually takes about 20 minutes to an hour and a half to edit and all of that. And the other videos take about 10-15 minutes to edit. But depending on what you're doing, like what concept are you trying to do out. Now with webcam and everything and trying to sync the audio with the webcam, that's different. That takes longer because you have to sync up the audio to whatever is going on. So that may take up to an hour and a half, 2 hours for a video that may be like 5 or 6 minutes compared to other stuff. So it just depends on how much time you're willing to make out for the videos. And if you have the Adobe software and all the software that is necessary, it will take a while. It'll take at least 2 hours of video depending on what you're doing. So thanks for the question though. It's just a really complicated question because time differentials and all that stuff. You really put me on my ass with that one. Frozen Penguin, you asked me the question. This is the livest 5 question because it's number 5 and you already know how I feel about the 5. I'm just moving so much. But question number 5 is, Frozen Penguin asks, if I could do anything in the world, what would I do? Well, first of all, if I could do anything in the world, I would love to travel between time or travel between instances in life, just to record things that happened in history, just to record, instances and things that happened, just to do that. I would love to just travel back in time because I have made some credible mistakes. I've had some things that are devious or had things happen to me that are devious, but I wouldn't change them. I would just record them and learn from them. That's what I wish I could do. My young brother from Twitch stream, a part of the Livest Army on YouTube and Twitch, JBoy007 asks if there's any YouTube or Twitch channels that made me want to do YouTube and Twitch. First of all, shout out to my boy the King Nappy, shout out to my boy the Heated Mo, shout out to my boy J YouTube Gamer, and shout out to the Shady Penguin. But those people out of the list, and there's way more that I could name, but those are way more. Even Crescent Killer. It was Crescent Killer and the King Nappy, the way that their streams are operated. When I saw Nappy and them do Prime Time and them do, Uno and stuff like that, I really wanted to do, I really wanted to interact with the fans. And even A-Drive, really wanted to interact with the fans. That's what made me want to do Twitch. But YouTube, it was a personal thing because I didn't have to. I just wanted to do it. That was the thing. Can you not? Thank you, buddy. But it was a personal decision. So, sorry I had to do that right there. Yeah. But that was a personal decision to do YouTube. Twitch was just, I wanted to interact with the fans because that's the best way to interact with them. Because YouTube is kind of hard because of people's schedules, but Twitch is always live. So you can always interact with your people and talk to them and have nice little conversations. So. And Silverwatch asked me this question. He was like, congrats, thank you for telling me. I'll say thank you to everyone. Thank you for telling me congratulations on my 150 subs. And what will I do for 200 subs? See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this sip of this Gatorade right here. Green apple. Refreshing. Touching. Touches my music. What I'm going to do is for 200 subs, I'm going to unleash something unimaginable and do a giveaway that no one else would ever do. That's what I'll do for 200 subs. Shh, it's a secret. A secret! Andreas Patterson came up with the question and he asked me, about Super Smash Bros. 4. And he asked me, what is my favorite character on Smash? Now, my favorite character on Smash is my favorite character in life. His name is the fire-breathing dragon of them all. His name is Charizard. But that's my favorite character on Smash. Also, my favorite character on Smash is Cloud and Bayonetta. You can't lie. Those two are very great characters and very great DLC additions into the game. Even though I'm not skilled at the game myself, I still have to pick up a copy. I've been borrowing one from Gamefly. I just wanted to test out the rinky dinks, but I'm going to get that copy from Smash, and you are going to see me face some YouTubers and even you fans on Smash, because bro, if you want some, come get some. Use my boy Charizard to use that flamethrower, that fire blast, and that fire pledge to end your life. That Agony guy asks the question, and it will be appearing sometime, something in some weird transition. But he asked me, and he said, congrats on my win. And he said, what is the weirdest or funniest thing that happened to me? Now, I really don't have weird and funny things because I'm a weird and funny individual. So weird and funny things happen to me all of the time. So I can't just differentiate between, which one of those encounters. I've had so many. If my friends are watching this, they would know. But it was when I was 5 years old. We went to a church. We wasn't the most richest or had a lot of money. We were really, really on the brink of poorness. We went to a church. It was Brother Dave's church, I remember. And I was young. I was 5 years old. And our Christmas, we were going to receive nothing, not a thing. And that year, he was there. Everybody was wondering, like, what's going on? We went to church and we were giving gifts. My mother was the type of giving woman. She's a beautiful and wonderful person, and I wish I could be more like my mother every day. She gives without wanting to receive, and I'm too selfish for that. But she was giving presents to those people, and there was a line as far as the eye could see, just a bench, a row of just gifts, presents, bicycles, wagons, toys, dresses, clothes, shoes. Couldn't even fit it in one truckload. And Pastor Dave goes, and we wonder, who are they giving the gifts to? And Pastor Dave told us, Merry Christmas. That was the weirdest moment in life, because I never knew that people at a church could be so kind, so nice, so giving to give us these gifts. We were about to receive nothing for Christmas. We were just going to have each other for Christmas. I'm not complaining about that at all. But that was the gift. It's the weirdest memory I could ever have, because people could be so nice sometimes. They could just empty out their pockets and empty out their hearts and remind us that the reason for the season is for giving, not for taking. Now, my boy Tante Jean Games, he comes out to the Twitch stream, and one of the livest people on Twitch and on YouTube, and he also has a YouTube channel. So check out his channel. He has really quirky things, and his intro is fucking amazing. By far, just of absolute consequence. And he asked me, do I have any pets at home? Say hello to Nugget. He is the kitty boy. Say hello, buddy. Say hello, buddy. Say hello, buddy. You're not gonna say hey. You're just being a bitter thing today. A bitter Nancy. Bitter Nancy. But to answer your question, here you go. There we go. There we go. We're gonna let him have his fun. But yeah, to answer your question, and for the cat hair, I have a pet. The Immortal Raven asks me, do I have an Elgato or a capture card of some sorts? Actually, I have two of them. I have the HD Pro and I have the HD 60. The HD Pro is for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 gameplay, and the HD 60 is for PS4, Wii U, and Xbox One gameplay. And I have both of them in my arsenal to record games from. That's how I record all of my PS4 and Xbox One, PS4 gameplay that I have on the channel. So that's what I do. And they cost about $140 a piece from eBay. Yeah, pretty penny. Bro, Skater Gamer has been there since a long time ago. Like, he is one of my dearest friends on YouTube. Like, his channel is just booming out of control. Like, he's doing shiny giveaways and a whole bunch of stuff. And I wish you the greatest, man, because you deserve it. You have a lot of videos on your channel and you are now booming and successful. But he asked me, what is my favorite cheese? And you know what, bro? My favorite cheese is mozzarella. You sprinkle that mozzarella on that taco, or sprinkle it on a female, and you melt it just a little bit. All I need is some milk. And thank you, Brandon David, for telling me congratulations. And he asked, am I trying to do a Pokemon versus? I would love to do a Pokemon versus, but here's the complication. I go to school, I go to work, I have to put 3 videos a day on the channel because I pledged that for the new year I would do that. But if we were to do that, I would do that with only a couple of people, that YouTubers that I know, like only a couple. And it wouldn't have to be every day. It could be 2 times a week, 3 times a week, but I would love to do a Pokemon versus. I would love to do a Pokemon versus Soul Link Super Lock. And if you are interested in doing that with me, and if you are serious about doing that with me, make sure to put that name down there, because we can get this started. We can get this rolling. Like, we can do this. We can do it. And to have the ingenuity to do it, because I really don't know how to do editing on that grand scale yet. Not weird at all, but I would love to do it. Just think about it. A Pokemon Dark Rising Super Lock Soul Link verse. No. Soul Link, I'm stupid. Super Lock versus. First one to lose your minds, lose the game. You want some? Come get some. I'm ready, but in a friendly competitional manner. Or we could do a versus where, on Pokemon Showdown, we could do a versus where a back and forth where you battle people on OU, UU, RU, NU, PU. And you do, I think, 4 or 5 battles apiece, and whoever wins the most out of all that competition wins. That would be something I'd love to do with either Skater Gamer, Smigler, Ninblaze, Troy Rossi, Champion Chris. You got that Agony dude. You got a whole bunch of people I'd love to do that with. That'll be also as well. But thank you for the great question. I'm just flustered because I don't. Whew, it's been a long day. You see the nappy hair? It's been a long day. My little buddy and my friend, Champion Chris, he brought me into this Pokemon, like fully into this Pokemon thing. Like, I really wasn't interested at first. I was only interested in PS4 and PS3 and Xbox One gameplay, but he really brought me into this ring. So thank you for being a part of my family, like right here. Thanks for being a part of here. And he goes, my favorite NFL team and my favorite WWE pay-per-view. My favorite NFL team is the New Orleans Saints, Carolina Panthers, and we're gonna go one more. The Jacksonville Jaguars. I know the Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh my God. But I go to a school where we are the Jaguars, so it's kind of like a double dip thing. And I hope they do good one day. Carolina Panthers did well in the Super Bowl. They didn't make it. And New Orleans Saints, well, they're going to get there one day. And my favorite WWE pay-per-view, they know I love WWE pay-per-views. If I had to pick, it would be NXT TakeOver London, and it would be WrestleMania 30. WrestleMania 30 hit the heartstrings. I get hit right here, and especially Daniel Bryan retiring now. He sent out news like a couple days ago. He's retiring. It really hits the heartstrings because that pay-per-view sent tears like to my eyes. Like Daniel Bryan having that championship win, The Undertaker losing, Triple H being done for, like that sent just. It was a emotional moment, especially it was in New Orleans, Louisiana, like an hour down the road from where I live at. Like, that was just phenomenal. I'm mad that I wasn't there. That is my favorite pay-per-view. Thanks for the nice question, Champion Chris. And stay easy, buddy. Thank you, Super, on congratulating me on 150 subscribers. And if anyone has inspired me to do YouTube or the channel, people that inspired me, I said earlier, the King Nappy, A-Drive, Shady Penguin, even Sacred Fire Negro, PK Sparks. PK Sparks, I saw his like stripped down video, and I was like, I was bullied as a child. I wasn't even bullied, I was just ostracized. So it really inspired me to start up, and myself inspired me. Like, I just got up in the bed one day and I was like, I'm going to do YouTube. That's what inspired me. So it's just like, it's a weird thing because even though those guys are witty, they're quirky, they curse, they do all these rude, crude things, they really inspired me to continue my drive. Nampai strikes again, saying, what is the stupidest moment I've ever had? Check this out. So I drove up to Walmart and I left my wallet at home. Left it at home. Left it at home, thought I lost it, called and canceled all of my cards, all of my bank cards, everything. So I had to get a new bank card, all that, all credit cards, everything, gone. So yeah, and I was at the counter franticking, yelling at the lady. Poor lady, I'm so sorry, Walmart employee, for doing that. But that was one of the dumbest moments I've ever had. There's a lot of dumb moments. Like I said, I'm a weird character. A lot of dumb moments in my life. So I'm just like, But yeah, thanks you for loving my streams and loving the channel. I really appreciate you coming out, bro. Yo, the Link's Chaos asked me what is my favorite console or what is my favorite game to play. I'm not really a guy that has a favorite game because my favorite console, and don't strike me down and try to kill me. My favorite console when I was a child was the Game Boy Advance because Final Fantasy Tactics Advance was one of the best games ever to ever come into human life and introduce me into the RPG world, and I love RPGs. But at the moment, my favorite console is the PlayStation 4 because of all the titles that it releases, and Japan just releases a whole bunch of games. And what I'm interested right now in playing is Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. That game is just, oh god, I love it so much, and I can't believe that I had games like that. But if it was second, my second would be the Wii U. Love to play Smash, love to play games like that, and especially Final Fantasy Tactics Advance was on the Wii U, and I bought that B. And then it's the Xbox One. The Xbox, I'm not saying that Microsoft is bad. Microsoft is amazing by no given factors, but it doesn't have any like self-party games that could survive. Like Halo 5 just fell, a lot of other games just fell, and Xbox needs something that could rise them up to the occasion, because otherwise people just pick up PS4 and just be like, well, I can get better and more games, especially if you're interested in anime and Japan and all the other good stuff. That's what it is. So my favorite console as of this moment is the PlayStation 4. Yeah. Nampai strikes again with what is my favorite game. I don't have a favorite game of all time. If it was, it would be Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. But I don't really have a favorite game. I just have a lot of games I can play. I'm into anything that is RPG based. Anything that is RPG based. And first person shooters would be second. I'm interested in that. And also anything with a nice and crafted story. I don't really have a favorite game because I am a gamer. I'm just not interested in certain type of games. I am interested in almost any type of games that have a basis, if you feel what I'm saying. So yeah. Dylan Ellis, one of my recently new subscribers on the channel, thank you for introducing yourself to me, and thank you for coming out. And what about, he asked me what was my, what consoles do I own? I own a PlayStation 4, I own an Xbox One, I own a Wii U, I own a PS Vita, I own a Nintendo 3DS, I own a Nintendo 2DS until the giveaway. That's all the consoles that I own. I own a pretty good bit of them. I don't have all the older ones because I was like, if I want to get the older ones, I'll just emulate them into my newer systems. There's a thing. Oh, also I have a PlayStation 3. This PlayStation 3 is awesome. And I put the PS2 emulator on there. I put some games on there. Oh, hello. But that's all the consoles that I own. So, yeah. It might be hoarding, but King Spicy, my nigga. King Spicy, my nigga. King Spicy. Oh my goodness. He said I sounded like Obama in my video. And my fellow Americans, if I could say to you that I don't know why people say I sound like Obama. It's just a weird thing. I don't know. I just read manga and read anime and watch TV and watch YouTube and play video games, and that's life. But he asks, am I thinking about growing a beard? You damn right. Yo, Zenarak was on he's on my Twitch streams, and we do like the random game, so come out and see if you want to check out the random game on the show, on the stream with Pokemon. But anyway, he gives you any shiny Pokemon you want as long as you guess the nature right. Anyway, Zenarag asked me what motivated me to do YouTube. I motivated myself to do YouTube, but other people motivated me. The King Nappy, the Heated Mo, those group of guys motivated me to do it because I saw that they were doing it. I saw the hard work they were putting in and willing to do. Even Skyward Wing, Sacred Fire Negro, Numb Nexus, the people, even though if they don't upload as often, I see the hard work they put into their content, how much they love their content, and that's what motivated me to do YouTube, because YouTube is fun as hell, and all these new people you get to meet, and they become your friends for life. And also, all of you have become my friends for life. Bro, thank you, Zenarag, by the way, for putting yourself into my YouTube life and into my Twitch life. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And the next question is by The Guy Gamer, I think. Hold on, let me check back here. Yeah, The Guy Gamer, and he says, when did I start YouTube? I started YouTube in August. And if I have reached out and made you want to start YouTube, I thank you, because I never thought I would be that much of an influence to someone. Some guy, little old me, who's doing it out of a 4-bedroom apartment, who has to battle school, sickness, and all that other stuff. I never thought I could influence you to do that, and I'm really happy. If you need any help, if you need some help, with learning how to video edit, I can just send you a message. I can send you some links that I learned from. I could even assist you with some things. I really thank you. I hope that your channel grows. I hope that I can help your channel grow in the future. Check this guy out. He wants to start a YouTube channel. Help him. Send him the Live 5 love. Just push it into him. Just everybody push. Push. But thank you for saying that. It just makes me feel so warm inside that you can just do something like that. Bless you, Mr. Kitty. It's warm inside that you could do something like that. Reach for the stars. Reach for it and grab it. The 23rd question is by the Retro Gamer, and he asks, what was the first game I ever played? The first game I ever played was Super Mario Brothers. I think it was on Nintendo 64 or something like that. But I raged at it then, and I still rage at Mario because bruh, I jumped over that ledge. I hit the Koopa. I threw the shell. What the fuck do you want? Oh yeah, by the way, the Retro Gamer and InkX, one of my new subscribers on the channel, and the InkX asked me, PB or J or lunch meat sandwiches? Oh, come on, bruh. It's PB and J. It's goober time. It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Where ya? Where ya? Where ya? Where ya? There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Peanut butter jelly. I'm sorry. That's. And the last and final question in the video, it's been a long one. I feel out of breath. I feel winded. I've been running. I'ma get it. I'ma come in. I'll get with it. What is it? Kuhn Strudel asks, what was a special moment in life for me? A special moment in life for me was, and it sounds so simple, a special moment in life for me is when I first opened up my gaming channel, and when I first got feedback and responses from people on YouTube to ask me to do things with them and ask me to do projects with them and ask me, what's your Skype? You want to chill, you want to talk, you want to Twitter at any time. That's what's a special moment in life for me. And I know it might seem corny or something, it might seem like I'm lonely or something, but that's what was special to me, because someone who has a busy schedule, someone who's putting videos on their channel came to reach out to me to do a project with them, and I really appreciate that. And it hits me right here. Because it's like, you want to do something with me. You want to actually help our channels grow together. That's what was special to me. Thank you, Kunstrudel, for the question. By the way, I want to thank you guys for coming out to the channel. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. And now we get to the prime time of the video. Who's going to win the Nintendo 2DS with the charger and their own copy of Pokemon Omega Ruby, baby? You got to find out soon, because it's coming. It's there. It's going to be live. And I guarantee you, when you win this, I will send you a letter, a special letter dedicated to you about your wins and everything that could happen in the future, and I hope you have a good one. It might not come whenever you want it, but it'll be there right on time, I assure you. And I thank you for all the people that come out to the channel, people that support it, people that even that don't support it. You don't put yourself in the comment section, even if you just like the video, even if you just come by just to see it, just to be like, hey, I'm going to watch it. I care about you. I love you. And if I didn't express this enough, everyone who put their questions down, everyone who initiates herself on their channel, you are my family. you are, all 167 of you. All 167 of you. I put my hats off to you. I salute to you. I think I have a bump over here, huh? I salute to you, and I just wish you all have a great lives. But we're going to get to the best part of the video, shall we? And for the moment you've all been waiting for. Congratulations to Andreas Patterson for winning the Nintendo 2DS and the charger. And by the way, I put you congratulations to you down below. So make sure you can find some way to send me your address. You know, you can hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. You can send me your address. I'll send it to you in a letter personally to you, and all of that good stuff. Just make sure you keep up on the channel. Next, guys, don't feel bad, guys, who didn't win the giveaway. Next time, your name could be inputted on a greater giveaway. There's more stuff to be given away in the future, and I guarantee you, I will be part of that. Felix Featured Live 5 channel here today, people, today, and I'm here to tell you, stay live, and I'm out of here. You know, you got to get out of here like, huh,